Hello, gorgeous. How are you doing? I appear to be live from Estonia in the what's it called? I can't remember. Fertilitas Hospital, and I'm wearing a hospital gown which may burst open at any moment and reveal far too much, which would be interesting. Hello, right? Gorgeous. How are you doing? I appear to be live from Estonia in the what's it called? I can't remember. Fertilitas Hospital. And I'm wearing a hospital. So where is the stream? There it is. Josh, look at all these people. Beanie Draws, how are you doing? Oops, yeah, indeed, I did it again. Good to see you, Beanie. How are you, man? How's the future? I'm looking at chat there, but I'm using a webcam. Sammy Bradley in the house. Hi, love you too, Sammy. You okay? So yeah, it's all happening. I'm heavily painkillered, which is fine. But it's good. The pain isn't bad. I've lost about 14 pounds of spare me, which was no longer required. So that got discarded. My arms, I don't know if much that you can see, are all bandaged. My stomach is all bandaged. Everything is bandaged. My face, if you remember from an early video when I lost a stitch on my facelift. So I asked the surgeon, I was a bit cheeky. I said, "Oh, while you're there, while you've got a knife and some stitches, could you, could you fix my face at the same time?" And he did, because he's awesome, which is nice of him. So we're in Estonia, and Estonia's fab. Claire's here. Do you want to see Claire? Let me just pan over. So that's Claire. I know, I've got a few minutes behind. Oh, good. So you'll be able to see in a minute. And then you're gone. So Claire, who's awesome, has taken time off work to come and be with me, which is amazing. Let's have a look at the chat. Who have we got? That's Claire. So let's see. We have... Oh, is it? We got Sammy. DFBTA, look at me. I know. Pam. Hey, Pam. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a lot of weight loss. And the future is still... Beanie's in the future, so which is good. I know, I just said, "Oh, can you fix my face, mate? Do you mind? You know, if you're not too busy." And he did, bless him. He was amazing. Such a nice surgeon. So here's the thing, okay? So a few people have asked me, and I'm video blogging this as well, so this will be in the video blog, but it's only fair that you get a sneak peek because you guys are amazing. So here's the thing, okay? You want to see my arms again? Okay. I don't know. I need to. I'm watching myself with quite some delay here. So that's my arms. I have no more arm fat. All gone. In fact, I think my upper arms are now smaller than my lower arms, which is really bizarre. Yeah. So here's what I want to mention. I was scared. I was actually scared, and for the first time. This sounds really cheesy, but I don't really do scared. I'm quite brave in that regard. I'm like, "Oh, it's only surgery, it's fine." Other people are saying, "Oh, you're so brave, I don't know how you do it." I'm like, "Oh, it's just surgery and it's fine." But for whatever reason this time, I was on the gurney in the hospital, in the theatre. Nobody spoke English, which was a little bit challenging. I actually felt scared. I was almost ready to say, "Forget it, cancel," because I just had this crazy panic attack. And I've never felt quite like that before. I've been anxious before, but for some reason yesterday morning, because this is a big procedure, I've had a lot of nipping and tucking done, and the amount of blood loss on this sort of procedure is high. And they have to have transfusions ready and things. And so for whatever reason, I was scared. And I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed to say it. And I understand now why people are anxious about having surgery, because I was genuinely nervous. So yeah, I almost didn't go through with it. And if, in fact, had there been somebody there who spoke English and I could have said, "Let's not do this, I've changed my mind," that probably would have happened. Kind of fortunately, nobody there really spoke English, and I was saying, "Look, I'm really not scared. I really don't like this. And they were just saying, oh, you'll be asleep in a minute. Don't worry. You breathe deep now. You breathe deep. Soon be over. I'm like, no, I don't like it. And then I woke up in the recovery room. So you know, it was over. And then, as always, almost immediately after coming around in recovery, I started off just talking absolute crap to whoever was nearby. Don't know what I said. I think I asked someone to tell us a joke. That could have been a nurse. Perhaps I didn't. I can't remember. And then the remorse, and then the why have I done this to myself? You know, as the anesthesia is wearing off, and my lower jaw was trembling, and I was in a really, really unhappy place. I was so uncomfortable. Couldn't lie down. Couldn't sit up. Everything hurts. And I remembered that I always do this, and I remembered that it will be fine. And now I'm okay. I'm sore. It hurts. I've just taken painkillers again for the first time. I don't, and this isn't like a bravado thing. I try to avoid taking painkillers early on, especially when you've had surgery like this, because I want to know where it hurts. So then I don't do the thing that makes it hurt, if that makes sense. But now that I know the stuff that hurts, I'm happy to take the painkillers now, just to, you know, to get mobility back. But I feel good. I feel really, really good. I can't believe how much they've taken away. I've lost about 15 pounds has been removed. That's, I think 7 kilos, was it?
Yeah,
7 kilos.
4 off your belly, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3.8 or 3.7 kilos of fat from the liposuction. And then like a half a kilo of fat of the liposuction from each arm, and then 2 or 3 kilos of excess skin was also removed. So that's significant. And apparently I've dropped down 2 sizes around my waist, 8 or 9 inches, which that seems crazy. And also bits of me are now in a different place. Now I'm not going to go into which bits, because that's an entirely different video. But let's just say, no, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. But yeah, so things are in another place now, which came as a surprise. Let's just say. So yeah, so that happened. Nick, right then, let's look in chat. I just saw Nick popping up. Nick, dude, how are you doing? Yeah. So hang on, Beanie, that was really dark. Let me just come back down to that. Okay, so let me just read in the chat. Where are we? Fix my face. Yeah, the surgeon was amazing. Oh, bless him. He came in and he was in full hospital gown gear with like hospital cap and everything on. And I said, oh, can you do a piece to camera for the video blog? Can I record what you're going to do? And he was not, you know, for somebody that's so cool, and he's a cosmetic surgeon, and he's really, really, you know, regarded. And he was like, oh, want my face on camera? I was like, yeah, can you please? And he's like, oh, I don't know. But we managed to convince him. So so we got a nice little piece of him on camera. He's so lovely. Yes, Adriana, it's a live stream right here. Why Estonia, is it much cheaper? It's, yeah, compared to in the UK, it's about 1/3 of the price of the UK. And also the surgeon is, I mean, if you look at the, so what I tend to go by is Real Self. There's a website called Real Self, and I use that to research surgeons. And then you have real world people giving reviews. It's a little bit like Expedia or something only for surgery. So you can look for a procedure that you want, and then look for clinics and surgeons. So you can actually specify the surgeon that you want and see what sort of reviews they've got. And the surgeon came very highly recommended. And also a friend of mine came here recently to have a similar procedure done, and the results are amazing. And it also turns out that the price is incredible too. Now, I've said this in another video, do not buy surgery on price. If you can't afford to get the surgery that you want, you can't afford the surgery. It's as simple as that. However, if it comes down to 2 really good surgeons and all that criteria has been met, then by all means go for the lower price. So price should never be a primary factor in deciding a surgeon. It's only a nice bonus if you've got 2 similar surgeons. Yeah. It's a bit dark. Nobody can see me.
I was going to blind you by the sun.
Oh, sorry. That's Claire closing the curtains. Just kicking off.
My retinas are burning out.
It's very, very sunny here in Estonia land. Yes. So, hi Diana, how are you doing? So did I keep the skin? Asks Beanie. No, I didn't keep the skin. And what? I didn't even ask. That's just dark. I could have made a hat, perhaps a very big hat with all the skin that I've lost. Yeah, barbecue, Pam. Where are you going with this thread? So, oh, I see. Yeah, nice Chianti and some fava beans. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So it went really well. And I feel good. Although, admittedly, like I say, this is the first time I've been on painkillers. I know I had some painkillers last night as well before going to bed. However, you may notice I'm sitting quite still. When I start to move, things hurt. And also, I had a bit of a panic moment when... so yesterday I was lying in the recovery room, as you do. And I moved, as you do. And then all my blood fell out, which was a little bit worrying. I think I've lost about 2 pints of blood, which is quite a lot of blood, which made me quite weak. It's quite normal because I've had, several very big incisions and a lot of liposuction. Although I'm not sure if the amount... No, sorry, 2 pints of fluid have come out. But that might be mixed with liposuction fluid as well. I know I had these amazing... I've recorded them on video. I had these little like squeezy pump bottles like attached to my lower abdomen. And you squeeze them, attach the pipe, and then they slowly expand and fill with blood and body juices. It was so much fun. Just walking around and dangling down to my knees, like squeezy blood accordions. So they were fun. And then when they pull them out, you can feel them like a big worm being pulled out of your body. It's amazing. Yeah, so they were cool. Hey Jules, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in on the chat. Where are you going?
The chocolate.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, chocolate has happened, as has cheese. Claire is like she's got a black belt in foraging. Doesn't matter where in the world you go, Claire can go out and can forage for the good stuff.
Yep.
And she has bought the runniest, sweatiest, ripest blue cheese you have ever seen.
Feet in a bag.
Oh, it's amazing. And cheesy crackers. So that's happening. And chocolate. Turns out Estonia has really, really good chocolate. Who knew? Well, Estonians and Russians probably, and people from Finland. Oh, I've had some amazing body juices. Well, look.
It's disgusting.
I don't know if I can show you this on camera without revealing too much skin. But there's some body juices right there on my fetching t-shirt, because they just pour out from various openings and holes. Is that even showing up? There you go. Yeah, every part of me has juice marks. But that's fine. It's part of what it's all about. So yeah, so there we go. Look at all these guys. Oh, look at you all watching. Thank you so much for coming and joining on the stream. I can't believe people take their time out to come and say hi. You guys are amazing. Honestly, I'm so like freaked out by this. I'm not used to people being nice. I'm not nice to people, so it's kind of odd when people are nice in return. I know, right?
I don't like it.
There's all these people here being nice.
Right?
I don't know. It's amazing. You guys are awesome. So yeah. So there we go. That's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, it could be just Red Bull. It could be just Red Bull. I've got. Claire has managed to find most of the Monster energy drinks.
There was one on the shelf.
Yeah. Estonia is now out of stock of Monster because it's all in my belly or here in the room with us.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Oh, let's have a look at some snacks. We've got Karamoon, which is caramel popcorn. It's an Estonian luxury thing. Let's not show them that.
No.
There's a half-eaten cheesecake here, but that's a bit...
But it wasn't a cheesecake, but it was chocolate and cheese.
Yeah, they do cheesecake, but it's not actually cheesecake. It's chocolate and cheese, which is a bit random.
In a cake.
In a cake. It's nice, though.
Yeah.
And then we have these Lorenz pom sticks, which are basically like Bombers. Kind of. They're like the slightly cheesy sticks of corn. They're like French fries if you're from the UK. Oh, these are weird. These are called Kursi, and they're chocolate-covered cherries. And they're rather nice, actually. Although, Claire thought they were hard-boiled sweets. and she's got it because she wanted hard-boiled sweets. Oh, this is weird. They have a thing here called a banana. It's like a fruit, but it comes with its own packaging. That's really cool. Yeah. And yeah, and all the good stuff. Ah, the food. I got, yeah, the food. So, right, okay. Now, we're in Estonia, and it's next to Russia. It used to be part of the USSR. And as you'd kind of expect, and I hope this isn't, like, racist or anything, but I've always thought of Estonia as being kind of rural, and where you basically have meat and potatoes. Pretty, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, meat and potatoes. It's quite simple food, meat and potatoes. And in fact, there's restaurants, you know, just around the corner that sell bear and boar and elk. You know, they sell all kinds of, like, gamey and, well, bear. Literally a bear burger. Yeah, yogi and a bap.
Yeah.
Yogi.
Aww.
Oh. So they do a lot of that sort of stuff. However, the food in the hospital is a private hospital. It's almost like a hotel. They've got waterfalls and features and restaurants and stuff. It's amazing. They bring us meat, and so far we've had, which Claire wasn't crazy on, but I loved a thing called what was it called?
I don't know. It was like
Cutlet.
mince beef.
Mince and rice cutlet, and it was basically minced meat mixed with rice and then like reformed. Oh my god, it was so tasty. And then we had steamed fish. Now, I'm not a big fish fan, okay? It was incredible. I just wondered I couldn't get it into my face hole fast enough. It was so tasty. With potatoes, same as the cutlet and potatoes, but amazing potatoes. And then for dinner, we had steamed chicken and potatoes. So basic. And if I even saying it now, I'm thinking, I'm not fancying it in the slightest. It was lovely. The chicken meat was so tender, you could eat it with a blunt spoon. It was absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, the food is insane. It's really, really simple. Meat, potatoes, and some dressing. But it is so good. It's so good. It's freaking me out. So, yeah, we're loving Estonia. Really nice. And it's on the sea. And they've got castles and things. Oh, yeah, and it's really cheap. I think everything you buy comes with change. It's almost so cheap, you get more change back than the thing cost you. It's like you gain money by buying stuff. It is so cheap here. We've yet to spend more than €10 on a single transaction.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's about 60 euros, isn't it?
Yeah, on drinks and even the consumer goods. So there's a shopping mall called Vertos.
Yeah.
Is it Vertos or Viscos?
Or something.
There's a shopping mall nearby. Not the world's biggest mall, but it's got all the sort of brands you're familiar with. But it's like 40% cheaper than the UK, even with the prices of euros. So it's amazing. Potatoes! Yeah, somebody just had to say potatoes. It was Beanie off of the future.
Potato.
Yeah, hello, potato. Let's have a look in the chat. What's going on here? Kimberly Ball, how are you doing? Thanks for joining in. And Paul and Kimblebubs, both of them are here. How cool is this? Hey Nicola, good to see you. Yeah, bear. I honestly, part of me wanted to have the bear, but then part of me just thought yogi, you know. So I ended up having a cheeseburger. I know, and I feel kind of ashamed now to go to a restaurant that had elk, bear, and wild boar, and I had basically minced cow and cheese. But there we go. I just fancied a cheeseburger. They had blue cheese. The cheese here is amazing. There's a delicatessen around the corner from, I want to say the hotel. It's a hospital. It doesn't feel like a hospital. There's a delicatessen, and the cheese, the blue cheese that Claire found earlier. You know when you get cheese and it's room temperature and it's just starting to sweat, so you know the water is starting to evaporate, so it's at its best ripeness. It is so smooth. I've never had blue cheese like it. I mean, admittedly, it doesn't come from the fridge, it's at room temperature, so that's obviously good for cheese. It's stunning. I can taste it in my toes. It's so strong, it's amazing. Hey, Diana. Let's see. Yes. So, now, Diana, yes, it does. So I've got to be very careful here. So Diana's asking about get my what I can eat. Now, I've had a mini gastric bypass, which means I have to be careful what I eat. I can eat almost everything, but I have to really watch how much I eat. So, for example, hard cheeses are usually quite tough to eat. But if I pace myself and I just nibble rather than shove it all in my face at once, I can eat it and it's fine. But I have to be slow. I have to be sensible. The only thing that is really off the table, I can't touch at the moment, and probably forever, are sugary drinks. I can drink sugar-free, absolutely fine, like Monster, that right there. But if that was the sugared version, I'd be ill very, very quickly. And yes, you do have dumping. So dumping is when you, the food that's the fatty food or high sugar food goes into your intestine too quickly, and your body wants to get rid of it as fast as it can. So it's called dumping. You need the bathroom very, very quickly, and it's extremely unpleasant. So, and to answer your question, yes, I do still get dumping. It's only happened to me twice, and both times it's through being stupid and eating a tub of ice cream or something, which is fatty and sugary. So yeah, I do still get dumping, but I just have to be careful. Right then, what's Beanie saying now? I know. Why should I say? I don't understand. Do I say potatoes in a funny way then? I don't. Do I? Potato.
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 I don't know why. I don't understand. Well, this is true. Chewing on Pop Mars' face off of the Country Bear Jamboree. I agree. What did you say? Why did your message get retracted? Oh, I see. You removed your message. Fair enough. Well, no. Here's the thing, Nick. I agree. A tub of ice cream is great. I mean, you know, a tub of ice cream got me where I was in the past. A tub of ice cream now gets me curled up on the bathroom, praying to Jeebus at the Great White Altar. It does not go well. It comes out at both ends. Yeah. So I can't do tubs of ice cream anymore. I can, but over like, you know, a day. I can't just neck it anymore. So right then, where are we all? I have to wind this one up shortly, unfortunately. This is such a fun chat. But the nurse will be around soon, and because it's actually quite late here. I think at the same time. No, 2 hours ahead of the UK. So yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock here. And the nurse will be around with the evening medication soon. The body what? 9:30. 9:30. Oh, bless her. The nurse doesn't speak English very well, although to be fair, she speaks English far better than I speak Estonian. But she goes, I'll be back at 9 and then 30 more. What? She meant 9:30. But oh, she's so nice. But I offered her cheese. She didn't. She wasn't interested. I say, I don't drink. What?
Film's on.
Oh, is it back on?
Back on.
We've got a really good film channel called Film Zone.
Last Vegas is on.
Even the TV in Estonia is great. Everything is brilliant here. Hey, BBF Wellness, thank you so much. I feel good. I really feel good. I can't get over my reflection. It's literally, I don't know what the word is, but it's so odd seeing nothing here, where I was used to having all this loose skin flapping around, and now it's just gone. It's just not there anymore. And the same as my arms. I mean, that used to be a handful of arm before, and now it's air. Gone.
You're not going to take off in the window now.
I'm not. I may sink now if I fall in the water. Whereas before I could just flap my arms and motorboat along. I no longer have that luxury. I wonder if I can still fly. Probably not. My underarm wings were so big before that if I ever tripped and fell, I would just glide about 10 feet before coming to a stop. But I think those days are over. Heavy cloud. What? Nobody will get that joke, Paul. I get it. But I'm not actually insane. So yeah, so there we go. Right, I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute because literally I wasn't planning on doing this for long anyway, and I should really stand in a second because that hurts. Although the fact that I'm doing this and it doesn't hurt now, it's just occurred to me.
Yeah.
It's just a
Painkillers.
painkillers, but doing this hurt like a bastard a few hours ago.
Well, you were throwing up when you did it this morning.
I did. I was throwing up.
Yeah.
I was in so much pain this morning that I was actually throwing up into a paper bag. So that was a moment to share. That isn't making the video blog. That's an insider information. And if you tell anyone that I nearly threw up in the pain, I will hunt you down and deal with you. Yeah.
Shouted you.
How about your present, Kimberly? Yes.
Yeah.
You may have this empty raspberry. Oh, hang on. Do you want this? Do you want this? They have bananas here. Would you like a banana? Yellowy. So I'm gonna wrap this up now. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe you guys jumped on because I will be faster now. I'll be much faster. Hey, BC in the house. How are you doing? Good to see you. We're just wrapping up the stream. It's like the end of the stream. You've missed all the good stuff. You wouldn't believe what you missed. Seriously, it was amazing. But there we are. Thank you so much for jumping on the stream. Seriously, really, 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 I can't believe you guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Normal service will return, I don't know, Sunday. I got another video going out tomorrow. And all the good stuff. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the very next show. Love you all. Bye, 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 bye. Mwah. And I'm right turn this off. I don't know where the off button is. Oh, there we go. This could be it.